What is up, everyone? Today we're showcasing the new Salazzle in the Open Great League. Or I guess it's not that new anymore. It's actually already been out for like a couple weeks now. But it feels so new because it's so incredibly difficult to get. It's one of the rarest 12-kilometer egg hatches possible. And if you want to evolve your salandit into Salazzle, has to be a female. Which it's only a 12.5% chance for it to be a female. So very difficult one to get. And I got so lucky. Only took me like 30 or 40 hatches to get this thing, which is so incredibly lucky. It's bad IV, it's very bad IV, but I built it. I had to show you guys what it can do, alright? Which, to be fair, it's not. It's not a great Pokemon, right? It's not a great Pokemon, but it's fun. It's a very unique typing. There's a very unique move pool. So definitely did some work in some of these battles. So let's just get right into it. Salazzle, of course, fire and poison typing, which is very unique. It makes it the ultimate charm answer. Double resist charm, and besides that, it has Incinerate and a Poison Fang to hit him back for some very hard neutral damage with Incinerate, and super effective with the Poison Fang. Look at him. Look at him just farm down this Venusaur. Salazzle does struggle hard versus water types and ground types though, which is why I'm pairing it with Chestnut and Trevenant, because they cover for those water and ground types very, very well. In this match, there's a Stunfisk with 2 shields in the back, but luckily I have the absolute best Stunfisk answer in the back in Chestnut. I think if I had any other Pokemon than Chestnut in the back, I would have probably lost. Because even a fighter would not have been able to take 2, or a regular fighter would not have been able to take 2 Earthquake. Chestnut does, farms it down, and it's a GG. Next match, we see a Medicham in the lead. This is pretty good for Salazzle because I do resist the counters. Here comes a Drapion, and I have to stay in there because my Trevenant and Chestnut definitely do lose to this. If it's Crunch, I should be easily able to outpace to the Poison Fangs here. I'm so squishy though, I have to shoot the first Crunch for sure, otherwise I would die. It ends up being Aqua Tail, which is really bad for Salazzle. It means they actually outpace me to the second move. I think I'll be able to Incinerate this down now though, but they survive at 1 HP. Get to the Aqua Tail. I really should have thrown my Poison Fang there, but I was already 2 shields down. I needed to farm that down to stand any chance in this match anymore. At this point, it's a Litleo in the back and it's just over. That is one of the major drawbacks for Salazzle. It is so squishy, and usually the benefit of squishy mons is being able to farm stuff down, but because Incinerate is such a long duration fast move, that becomes hard sometimes, and stuff like that happens. Altaria in the lead. This is not too great. Look at these Dragon Breath chunk. I just go straight for the Dragon Pulse here. I don't expect him to shield. I think most people don't even know Salazzle has this. And it does a lot of damage. They try to farm me down, but I get to a Poison Fang and 2 Incinerates. It's 2 Incinerates every time for the Poison Fang. It's actually ridiculous. They shield it up. Since I don't want to get farmed down more, to switch to my Trevenant to farm down this Altaria. I have to shoot up the Sky Attack though, because that will definitely knock me out. They bring in a Vigoroth right now. This is really good. This is looking really good for me actually, because Trevenant, good counter for the Vigoroth. And probably, if they bring in Vigoroth, it's probably another fighting type in the back, like a Medicham, like a Deoxys, which would both not be great for my Chestnut. But I think the combination of Trevenant and Chestnut should be able to deal with it. And it could also still be something like an Azumarill, which Chestnut is really good against. So let's see. They throw the Bulldoze here, which actually does a good chunk. I don't really want to throw my Seed Bomb right here. I think it's a huge waste of energy to use the Seed Bomb on a, like, what is it, 5 HP mon. So I opt to go into Chestnut, hoping to farm it down. Opponent has a very quick switch though. They switch into the Deoxys, which is fine. This is fine. I just Energy Ball this at this point. It's already in a range where I can kill it with Seed Bomb. So I just start superpowering. I just need to take a shield here. If I take a shield from his Deoxys, I will win the game. Because, well, I have a good chance to win the game, because they can always still catch the Seed Bomb on their Vigoroth. I think that is their win condition now. So just gotta make sure it doesn't happen. But we don't even get to that point, because I just reached another superpower, and this should knock out the Deoxys at this point. And that is definitely game over, because I just Seed Bomb the Vigoroth. And we win. GG. Walrein Lead is really not too bad because I resist the ice, so they immediately switch out into a Nidoqueen, which is also not too bad because I resist the jabs, but you can just see how squishy Salazzle is. These resisted poison jabs do more than my neutral Incinerate. It's ridiculous. I just go straight for the pulse here, expecting them to no-shield, thinking it's a poison fang, but they don't, and I cannot get to another one of them, so I just gotta switch into my Trevenant. I just can't believe how squishy Salazzle is. Look at how much it's deep. It's like 20% health. That was like 7 poison jabs, something like that, and a poison fang, and it's 20% health. It's crazy. In comes Walrein again. I was really hoping to get to the move here, but I couldn't. I go into my Salazzle, have to shoot this up because I need this poison fang off on the Walrein, or my Chestnut is just gonna get destroyed by it. They switch to Medi, and I can't survive the counters, and I know Medi beats Chestnut, so I can't see. GG. Registeel Lead. This is not bad, not great. If I use a couple shields, I can win that, but I really don't have any charge moves to hit it, so we can definitely put me in a shield deficit. It decides to switch out instantly to Sableye though. Not horrible. I go for the Dragon Pulse here because this does a lot of damage if they no shield, and I am expecting them to no shield, but they shield up again. It's been like 50-50 on these bait calls, to be honest. I'm gonna switch in my my Chestnut here, hoping to catch a foul play, but it didn't throw. So instead, I just end up shooting up this return and farming this Sableye all the way down before they can get to another return. In comes Registeel here. I have so much energy. I go over 100 here. I thought I already pressed the superpower, to be honest. I thought I pressed the superpower. I must have missed the button. I don't know. So I end up over farming a lot, which is not great. I really hope this thing doesn't outpace me to a move now, but it doesn't because they end up no shooting that, and they have a Swampert in the back, which is crazy. I can't believe they didn't shield that actually, but they must have realized. Even if they shielded that, I would have gotten to another superpower. So they realized that they have to just take out my Chestnut with the Swampert. I switched to Salazzle to Poison Fang this for no reason. I was actually hoping to catch a move, be fancy, but didn't work out. So I just end up Poison Fang instead. I get the debuff off, and at this point, I just catch a Hydro on Trev and we'll farm it down. GG. Azumarill Lead. This is actually bad for Salazzle. I don't know why they switch out. I had 2 Azumarill, or like 2 or 3 Azumarill Leads today, or when I did these battles, and they all switched out. Azumarill wins that matchup, alright? Just no shield the first Poison Fang. You win. You win. You just bubble down, basically. In comes Talonflame though, which is really good for me. Talonflame is really good for me. Because both Trevenant and Chestnut lose, and Salazzle has a decent matchup here. Just take it out. Also, I don't know why I went for the Brave Bird. Flame Charge basically knocks out Salazzle. It's that squishy. So they could have just gone for the Flame Charge, but I'll take it. I don't think it really mattered in the end anyway. I'm gonna get farmed down by the Sableye. So I just switch in Chestnut here because it's an okay answer. I only really have to watch out for the return, which I can shoot up here. At this point, they're still so far away from the return. I think I might get to double Energy Ball before they can get to another one. So I just throw it here. They let it go, which is really good. And then comes the Azumarill again. I guess they're hoping I don't have another grass in the back. So they shoot this up, and then they're going to play rough me. But, you know, I do have another grass in the back. So they are not looking that great. My Ice Beam me here, or play rough me, depending on their moveset. This Ice Beam, so we're probably doing Ice Beam Hydro or Ice Beam play rough. Doesn't really matter at this point. My tree survives an Ice Punch, and I'm pretty sure I should be able to get the 2 moves unless they overfarm too much here. Gonna throw my Seed Bomb here, and they're at least 1 bubble away from another Ice Beam, right? If they're not, this could be very dangerous. But yes, I do get to the Seed Bomb, and that's another GG right here. Well played by my opponent. Alright, Skarmory Lead. This is another very awkward matchup because I hit him for super effective Incinerates, which are doing about as much as his Air Slashes, by the way. And then I have to shoot Sky Attacks, but they don't have to shoot my moves because they're resistant, right? Poison Fang does nothing. Then they also come in with a Kovic Regus, which is very bad for my team, actually. It's very bad. I end up baiting. And they no shield, dude. I just can't seem to get the baits right with this thing, to be honest. I can't seem to get the bait right. If I just Dragon Pulse there, I would have done so much damage. I bring in Trevenant here. to farm down the Kofa. I couldn't though, which is very sad. I need this shield in order for my Trevenant to survive against the Skarmory, because my Chestnut is basically useless there. So I need to take out this Skarmory with my Trevenant, but you know, I lag, and then I throw Shadow Ball, and I think they throw Sky Attack here, and at that point it's just over, right? Yeah, they shield here, they get to the Sky Attack, and I think I end up conceding after this, because it's just bad. Salazzle really doesn't do as well against Skarmory as you want, and this team was also pretty weak against the Ghost, I guess. Alright, Galarian Stunfisk, take a look at this Mudshot damage. Oh my god. Mudshot is not an attacking move, it's an energy gaining move. It's not supposed to do much damage. But double super effective versus a squishy Pokemon like Salazzle, it feels like freaking charms almost. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I have to switch into my Trev. In comes Sableye though, which is not great. I could have baited and maybe cut to a Seed Bomb and a Shadow Ball, but at that point I decided no shoot is it's no point in shooting there because I'm just gonna die to the Sableye anyway. They would farm me down and then I'm dead, which is not good. And they make a good play here. They throw a foul play into my Salazzle, then hit it with a Rock Slide. There's no point in shielding at this point. I just gotta hope my Chestnut can take it out. That is my only hope at this point. I hope it's like an Azumarill on the back. I think if it's Azumarill on the back, I might actually stand a chance. Unfortunately, I ended up over-farming a little bit too much. Should have really thrown this Energy Ball on the CMP instead of over it, because I only get like 2 Vine Whips extra, right? So I think preserving that health would have been worth it. Here comes a Sableye again. I'm just going to throw this immediately. I don't want to take more Shadow Claw damage. And the only win con at this point anyway is a water type in the back. If it's water, I win. Otherwise, I don't. And it's a Medi, so this is over. I throw my Energy Ball just to see how much it does. But unless I get like a critical hit here and he lags out or whatever, it's over. GG. Azumarill Lead. And this time they actually end up staying in. So the plan here is throw Poison Fang immediately. And then switch to Grass, but the game doesn't allow me. We lag and I take like 2 extra bubbles, which I shouldn't have. Really sucks because my Salazzle was now extremely low health. It's already at like 50% HP after 5 bubbles. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's a Azumarill bubbles and already at 50%. Here comes Drapion. I miscounted. I wanted to throw the Shadow Ball on CMP, but they threw immediately and I thought they were at 1 Poison Sting less, so that didn't work out, but it's fine at this point. I bring in Salazzle. I'm just going to Dragon Pulse it on the CMP tie once again. If this is a crunch, I know they don't have Aqua Tail, and I can kill this in 2 Incinerates before they can get to the next crunch, because it is 5 Poison Stings every time for the crunch. So yeah, we take him out while he has to move. Here comes Azu. Let's throw the Poison Fang immediately to debuff this thing and get some nice damage onto it. It does do a solid chunk, but not that much, unfortunately. In comes the Galarian Stunfisk, and this is exactly why Chestnut is on the team. It's the ultimate Galarian Stunfisk Azumarill Warbreaker. I resist everything Stunfisk can throw at me, except for Flash Cannon, but no one runs that. No one runs that. Earthquake does nothing. I eat it up. I eat it up like it's nothing. I'm just gonna Energy Ball again. I don't want to drop my defenses, so even though it's more expensive, I think that's worth it, so I don't die to a Rock Slide. I can Superpower here though, knowing I still have a shield, and I should be able to outpace the Azumarill to a move here. Or he will get to a move, but I have a shield. I'm gonna get to my Energy Ball before they can get to another Ice Beam for sure. So yeah, just shoot it up, go to the Energy Ball. I throw 3 Vine Whips for no reason. I could have just thrown it immediately, but I knew I win CMP anyway, so 3 Vine Whips is a safe play. Take out the Azu, GG. Walrein Lead is pretty decent actually, because I resist the ice, but look at the freaking Powder Snows. Already doing so much damage. It's crazy. I throw Poison Fang here. Does a good chunk as well though. In comes a Noctowl. This is exactly where I wanna see the Noctowl, because both my grasses suck against this thing. So I'm very happy. Very, very happy they switched it in. Extremely happy. I'm just going to keep shooting up. Keep firing off these Poison Fangs. They are coming out real fast. They are coming out real fast. I'm already at double again. And I think they have to shield this if they want to live. Yeah, they do, because I just farm it down at this point. Really nice. I think it just Poison Fang. Oh, actually, no. I think there's a Nidoqueen coming in now, right? Yeah, Nidoqueen comes in. I go for a Dragon Pulse at 1 HP, basically. And I don't think they're going to shield this. They don't. Expecting the Poison Fang, probably. Almost kills the Nidoqueen at this point. I can bring in Trevenant. They bring in the Walrein, though. I know I can survive this, so I just no-shield it. And then I will bring in the Chestnut to Vine Whip down this Walrein. Definitely gonna have to shoot up a move, though. This Icicle Spear will do more than a Poison Fang. I mean, Poison Fang from Nidoqueen. So I shoot it up. Here comes Nidoqueen. Should be able to take this Poison Fang here. Poison Jab, Poison Fang. It's difficult. It's just an Earth Power, though. Which I think does slightly... I don't know if that does more. It probably just BM me. Honestly, it didn't really matter at that point. I would have Vine Whipped him down, or I would have Shadow Clawed him down. It was over. GG right there. That was it. That was the final battle, by the way. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. As you could see, if you don't have a Salazzle, you're really not missing out on much. It's just so incredibly squishy. It has a very unique typing, but also a very awkward typing. I mean, it's a fire type that loses to Skarmory, and it's a poison type that loses to Azumarill. It's just weird, and sometimes weird is good, but I think in this case it's just incredibly difficult to build a balanced team around. So yeah, it's not a great Pokemon, but definitely stay on the grind for those 12km eggs. I think in some limited meta it will probably have to play, but if you don't get it, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Anyway, see you in the next one. Peace.